Let's do it.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
up for
Bog snorkeling.
We're playing the theme tune.
Here we go. Can't wait.
Spooky story.
Spooky, spooky music.
That is spooky, and it is spooky.
You still really need to watch an
Performed by
episode of Black Beauty.
No, you don't. It's bad. Right, imagine Lassie, but not as good.
I know, but it had the bloke out of Man About the House in it, didn't it? Didn't it, Ian?
What's that?
Who's the bloke from Man
Black
About
Beauty.
the House? When he in Black? When he in
Richard
Black Beauty?
O'Sullivan.
Yeah, I think he was
I'm
in.
not sure. He was the
No,
sort
not
of
the weird
actor
old
that
Irish
would-
geezer, the other geezer.
Oh, not George Roper.
Or maybe. I
Ryan
don't-
Murphy. George and Mildred.
No,
It's the
only
guy
one.
who was in Lovejoy in Black Beauty.
Oh, was he? Was it Ian McShane, was it?
I think Ian McShane might have been. I don't know why though. I just like I've never.
Yeah, it's basically
How
Lassie
can I
with a
know?
horse. And what's that,
Yeah.
Black
Shit,
Beauty?
isn't
Timmy
it?
stuck down the well.
Yeah. Nee. Nee.
Welcome to another 14 words. We are live with Hobbit. We've got you.
No, we're
We've got one
not.
small favour to ask, haven't we, Hobbit? It's a small favour for us, a small
Indeed
favour
it
for
is.
you, but it means a lot to us, doesn't it, Hobbit?
Can I just do me a favour, right? Can I just borrow a like? Just click the like now, and if you get to the end of the show and decide, oh, I didn't like it, you can always take the like back.
Was Alphabet Cat, was Richard O'Sullivan in Black Beauty, or am I just thinking about it?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but if anybody knows, it'll be Alphabet Cat.
I don't think he was actually, but it's easy enough to Google, isn't it?
Yeah.
Has anyone got the internet on hand?
No, I haven't got the
Ah.
internet.
No,
You haven't got the
we're not
internet.
allowed that in the United Kingdom anymore, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
Ofcom said
thinking.
no.
You're not thinking and going online, are you, Ian? You're not supposed to do that in Starmer's
You have to
Britain.
put your, Well, I went to watch some porn the other night, and I ended up having a wank over my ID card.
No, that's not how it works, Ian.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what. Yeah,
You're not supposed to enjoy yourself
yeah.
at all, Ian, in any way, shape,
I mean,
or form.
it was a
No.
hell of a mess over my driving license after I.
If you're
finished.
enjoying yourself on the internet, you're doing it all wrong. That's not the way Starmer. That's not the way they like it in Starmer's Britain.
Yeah.
Have you got your enjoyment pass? Have you filled out in triplicate your application to be happy in Starmer's England?
You do whatever the fuck Keir Starmer says.
Comrade Starmer.
Oh yeah, we love our Sir Keir Starmer here.
Yeah.
We're the number one Keir Starmer fan show. We are.
Yeah.
Starliner. Kia Starliner.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the bottom inspectors in Viz. Remember that?
They
He'd make,
are.
Starmer would make a
That's
great.
what- Bottom inspector.
Alphabet
wouldn't
Cat's
he?
checked on IMDb, but Alphabet Cat has got the internet. That means he must be from another country. So he said O'Sullivan wasn't in Black Beauty. So there we have it definitively.
I think there was a similar actor in it though.
I think he looked very similar with Big Mutton Chops, didn't he? Because he had big mutton
Yeah.
chops, didn't he?
And
O'Sullivan.
he had a big nose as well, didn't he?
Did he?
Bit of a beak on him, yeah.
Yeah.
And goofy. So
Right. So shall we start by Oh, Hobbit, you had a little bit to do about Captain Planet, didn't you?
Yes, so Captain Planet, or as we called him here in the thing, Captain Planet. Now, I'm not sure if you guys remember this show. It wasn't very good, and there were
It was like
five
it was the
characters.
cartoon equivalent of eating Brussels, wasn't it? you watch this, kids. It's good for you.
It was a very boring show, and it was crap. So I said to
And he used to preach more than He-Man, and that's saying something.
I said to Grok, I said, look, help me, like, because Grok's good if you're sort of struggling with plot elements of any show or book. I couldn't sleep last night, so I was asking it about a Peter Hamilton novel. So I said Grok, there's an episode of Captain Planet where the boy who has the heart ring feels he's not special. What was the resolution of that episode? The episode you're thinking is a hero for Earth. Actually, no, I'm not thinking of that episode. But the thing where he's feeling inadequate and not special is actually from The Power of One, which is season 3, episode 9, which is aired in 1992. In that episode, Marty, the youngest planeteer with a heart power, is feeling useless and insecure. Spoilers,
Because he's
useless, insecure, yeah. Well,
Mainly because he is. He was feeling correctly about his 100% correctly about his situation.
He was correct about the situation indeed, but you see, he's not all useless because without him, you can't summon Captain Planet and you wouldn't get the day fixed. So,
Yeah.
in the episode, he's feeling insecure because fire, water, wind, and earth all seem like real superpowers that can directly fight eco-villains. Heart is just empty.
A bit of crap.
He's got telepathy with animals and calming people down. So he's got a special Liverpudlian power. He goes to people, he uses his special power to say, calm down, calm down, calm down. He thinks it's lame and that he's the weak link in the team. And spoilers, he is. He runs
Well,
away
he's
from the
not, because
team
without him, they couldn't summon Captain Planet. So he's useful.
No, let's use it in the correct way. What was it, Warren Jeff, the guy who commissioned Captain Planet, did it?
I don't think Warren Jeffs. He was busy. He was commissioning marriages for little children. So I don't think it was.
For fuck's sake!
So who's the guy that commissioned Captain Planet? It's Warren something. If it's not Warren, is it Jeff Bezos? No, it's not Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Is it
Warren
the same
Jeff.
person that did?
Jeff
What was he doing
Dahmer.
before
Was it Jeff
Amazon?
Dahmer? Was it? I bet.
Well, anyway, some guy called Jeff commissioned a show called Captain Planet. We'll get on with it.
Was
One
it
on
Ted
his own,
Bundy?
Marty
Did Ted
ends-
Bundy commission it?
So whoever commissioned Captain Planet, let's carry on with this. One on his own, Marty ends up in the small town.
Jerry Anderson.
Yes.
That was
No,
him,
I don't
wasn't
think Jerry Anderson kid Captain Planet because he was more interested in puppets, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That
One
was
on
like the
his own.
sort of shit he would come up with, though.
No, his shows were a bit more about action rather than feelings. One
I
on
know
his own, Marty
Barbara
ends up.
Pyle co-commissioned it. Oh, Ted Turner. That's who you're thinking of, I bet.
Oh, well, I knew. I was thinking Ron Buffett. That's the one. Anyway, so you see, he ends up in a small town that's being poisoned by a shady factory owner and an eco-villain whose name is Luton Thunder.
Do you know,
The other
Hobbit,
planet
you've
is-
got to listen to this. It's so it was a time for bold action. Pyle recalls Ted called me into his office and said, "Captain Planet." When she asked what Captain Planet was, he said, "That's your problem." And so Captain Planet was born.
Indeed.
I don't get it.
I'll wrap this up, right? So you see
Don't get
the
it.
other. You see what's funny about it is Greta Thunberg watched that and she took it personally. Now,
Have you
No.
seen her lately, though?
yeah, big tits.
She's hot.
Now, the
He's hot now.
yeah, well, that's what happens when
I
you
won't
get
go
a
as
bit
far
of
as
beef.
saying hot, but she's certainly grown up.
But she's passable, though, isn't it? You do it, though, wouldn't you? You chuck one up there, wouldn't you?
How many pints?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
A pint of shandy, and I'll say yes.
yeah. We'll try and
Yeah.
arrange that for you. And you
Well,
can
well,
How many
change
how many
the
eyeball
driver.
scoops do
You
I
mean a
need to pull
baby
out?
sham?
first?
You know,
Hey.
baby sham, or maybe a small.
She'd probably be a
Local
fair. She'd be a
war.
fair slump buster, though, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
And I think
She's
you're,
just
on, you're on
lying
about
there,
a
though,
20
isn't
years
she?
slump
Should-
now, aren't you? I bet I think that's what she's looking at.
The other planeteers try to stop the pollution with their powers, but keep failing behind because the townspeople are angry,
You won't
scared
put
of
her
being
back
nicked
into
by
it.
plunder. They won't listen to the planeteers and even turn against them. Marty uses his heart power in other ways never really appreciate. He gets them all to calm down. And in the end, the Planeteers realise, and Marty realised, that heart is the most powerful ring of all, because without him, they can't summon Captain Planet. So then I said, I find it telling that they took them halfway through season 3 to do the Marty is not useless episode. Does it not defeat the purpose to have an episode saying, "Nuh-uh, he's really useful," when all the evidence of the rest of the show is not really? And Gronk kind of speaks like a hostage negotiator, so he yes ands anything I says. He says, "You're absolutely right." And this is one of the oldest and most valid criticisms of Captain Planet as a whole. By the time of The Power of One, aired on season 3, the show had already given the audience 50 episodes of evidence that Marty's heart power was situational at best and completely irrelevant at worst. At the average episode, the 4 elemental planeteers blast away visible flashy powers. Captain Planet shows up and physically wrecks the bad guys. Marty usually gets 1 or 2 lines like, "I sense greed in his heart," or "Kumbaya, calm down everybody," and then stands there while the real action happens. So when the show finally does the big "Heart is the greatest power" episode, it feels like
listen to this wrap up about it. So, lending credence to the programme's dedication to its message was a top shelf cast of actors. Tom Cruise was the original pick for Captain Planet, although he left after 6 episodes. David Coburn re-recorded those segments. Whoopi Goldberg voiced Gaia. Ed Asner, Jeff Goldblum, Meg Ryan, Martin Sheen, James Coburn, and Sting all contributed voices to Captain's Rogues Gallery, portraying subtle foils with names like Luton Plunder and Verminous Scum. As production continued, the show was revamped in 1993 as The New Adventures of Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Much of the original cast left, leaving a vacuum to be filled by classic voice actors like Frank Welker and Maurice LaMarche. By the final season in 1996, the show had reached the logical conclusion point for any high-minded television programme, and as it had a closing credits rap performed by Fred Schneider of the B-52s.
No way. No, I can't. No, the B-52s didn't do the Captain Planet theme. That's not.
That was towards the end, so it was obviously
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched it until the end because it's well, you know.
And what was he? A superhero type guy, or what? What was that? What he was?
Yeah, but
So you see,
he was made up of 5 kids. He had to have 5 kids inside him.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's the plot.
the show
It was like a
finally does
weekend
the
round
Heart
Neverland.
Power episode. And it feels less like a natural conclusion and more like the writers slowly realising, oh crap, the fan base and even some of the voice actors have been making fun of Marty for 2.5 seasons.
Can you adequately describe anybody as ever being a fan of Captain Planet? I never once heard as a kid someone going, "Oh fucking hell, lads, I've got to get home. I can't play out tonight. Captain Planet's on."
Yeah, Greta Thunberg. She had the DVD box set of it.
I show her my Captain Planet.
Clockwork Orange style.
Exactly. So you see, the narrative equipment of sitcom doing a very special episode. I mean, is this like when they did Butter's very own episode? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And so the show needed the power of heart, good writing, consistent character respect to make Marty feel essential, and it really bothered to use it. If I was writing the show, I'd have Captain Planet kneel down to speak man to man with the Heart Kid and say, "You're not useless. Without you, I can't be summoned to fix all your messes. Now tag along and try not to get in the way, Pipsqueak. You dork." And so Captain Planet materializes, towers over everyone, and actually crouches down to Marty's eye level, puts one massive blue hand on the kid's shoulder and deadpan says, "Listen, short round, the only reason I even get to show up and do all the cool stuff is because you're here holding this team together with your little feelings, Ray. So yeah, you're useful, barely. Don't let it get to your head. Now stay in the back and try not to trip over your own sandals while the adults handle this. Okay, sport." He then pats Marty on the head, hard enough to ruffle his hair into a bird's nest, stands up, cracks his knuckle and yells, "It's Captain Planet time!" while Marty just blinks, half flattered and half traumatized.
I'm going to have to find this planet rap because some people think it might just be the B-52s.
Captain Planet, he's a hero, gonna knock pollution down to 0. See, I've got all the trauma-based mind control. It's all
Yeah,
in there.
exactly. It's just propaganda, isn't it?
All the episodes are coming back to mind now.
How many
Captain
episodes
Planet
were there?
Eco Rat.
Is
this it?
Oh, can we play that without getting the suck?
Yeah,
It's
well,
only one
don't
minute
play it.
17.
I was watching good TV back then. Johnny Bravo and fucking what was it? Johnny Quest.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Johnny Bravo is married to Velma Dinkley, so anyone who's saying she's a lesbian, no. Because Johnny Bravo's her husband. And if you were a true Scooby-Doo fan, you'd know that.
Well,
My dad liked Johnny Bravo.
This is the Planet Rat. Can you hear it?
No.
and I think it's a good job as well. Otherwise, it's off the air.
I'll put it in here so you can hear it anyway. Yeah, it's awful. It's as bad. It's as bad as you think it would be.
Is it by the P-52s?
Captain Planet is just the worst. He doesn't even punch anyone, does he?
Well, there was that weird thing in children's shows. It's like you can't show the consequences of violence ever.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have people
It's
being
the same
being
with
punched.
the
try and teach
In the
kids
80s,
that
you
it's
would have
okay
to-
to punch people because it doesn't hurt.
And
But
you
someone's
could shoot
being
people.
fascist, right?
You could shoot people and they would die, but there'd be no blood.
Yeah.
Oh, I love rap songs where they like rapidly flash images in front of you. Eco rap.
Are you
Like the rap
listening to the
singers,
eco rap? Are you?
Mullets are cool. That's what the thing says. Mullets are cool. And Captain Planet's got green lipstick on.
He was
Has
ahead
he?
of
Do
his
you think,
time.
do you think
there, wasn't
like these eco people are like Manchurian candidates from watching this or whatever?
Theme song was performed by Fred Schneider of the B-52s.
he? He didn't used to sing. He used to talk in
I
a
think
high-pitched voice. What is
I've heard like 20 seconds is enough of that. You know, it must have been one of those days where, like, Fred Schneider was paying, like, you know, child alimony payments. It's like, oh, I need to make ends meet this month.
Was it like John Cleese's now, where he has a load of ex-wives he's got to play for, so now he's turned into a complete nutter, total shitlib to try and make up for the fact he once accidentally said something interesting on the internet.
Yes, indeed.
Oh dear. Right, so shall we talk about some leprechauns? It's a shame Zero's not here because he'd tell us about the time he met a gnome outside the train station. You remember that story, don't you, Hobbit?
Hey, when haven't we met a gnome before?
Outside of a train station. You sure it's
Yeah.
not just fucking Peter Dinklage? Like fucking.
You
it
wish
was-
it was just.
I would
Peter
like to say the
Dinklage.
official
was it-
position. The official position of 14 words is fuck Peter Dinklage. Fuck him.
Peter
Fuck,
Dinklage.
fuck him
you are
and the baby
officially-
bouncer he rode in on.
And regarding
Dinklage.
Velma Dinkley, well, that she'll get tongues wagging.
Peter Dinklage.
She
is
won't.
not,
Hobbit won't have that.
She is.
Hobbit. He's saying that she's a leather.
She is.
No, Ian. Look, were you not listening like literally a minute ago? Johnny Bravo is married to Velma Dinkley. That her husband is in. They're in a heterosexual relationship and married under holy matrimony. Johnny Bravo and
Johnny Bravo
Velma
put his
Dinkley.
pee in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's bi.
Only if Johnny Bravo. Well, let's not get into that.
To be fair, I do think Johnny Bravo would be up to watch that.
So you see, like she would be bi in theory, but she'd never cheat on her husband.
Johnny
And
Bravo
I
would
think
have
we
to
all
watch.
know.
Yeah.
He could pleasure himself whilst watching.
I think we all know that would never happen.
What are we doing?
No, I'm just going to change the subject. I'm just going to change the subject and pretend we never talked about it.
Yeah. Anyway, simple as, look, Velma is
Simple
never
as.
going to cheat on her husband, right? It's just a fact.
Are you doing the
Well,
Red Dwarf
You don't want to
thing,
rub
are
her
you?
up the wrong way, do you?
She'll never leave Fred, and we know it. Are you literally doing that bit, Hobbit?
Well, yeah, there's also that too. But look, Velma is a faithful woman.
She's a
her
one
to
man.
her
She's a
husband, John
one man
Crump.
woman.
That's it. Look, you get married once in your life, and that's it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Leprechaun. You remember this program? What it was about? This was once about paranormal stuff.
Rapting
Well,
us.
Well, no, we were talking about Captain Planet. We did that
We're
bit.
talking
so,
about
you know,
cartoon
yeah.
waifus and if they're sexually engaged with themselves.
You know, some of us are talking about.
Alright.
Others are trying to keep our mind
But
up.
what's so Fortean about Captain Planet then? What's the
Well, you see,
It's 14.
supernatural
It's
being.
a complete CIA psyop because kids never bought into
Yeah.
it. They tried to brainwash kids and it failed.
It's a bit like the
But then,
Mandela effect.
Yeah, they Mandelaed the entire theme tune in my head.
Deja vu.
And the
I've always
B-52's
publishing company called
wham
Dick.
rap.
Why do you think the Mandela effects is a psyop then?
I did think the one with red hair at the B-52s, I found her quite an attractive older woman.
Oh, the one that did Shiny Happy People with REM.
Yeah, she's an old hag now if you see her these days, but no, in those days we were talking 30 years.
Yeah, it's like
30
leftist politics. It will do that to them.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I'd have her. Yeah, I'd feed it a length.
Right, okay then. So anyway, 1964, Liverpool. So the Liverpool Daily Post mentions the age and sex of the witness, but the Evening Liverpool Echo only refers to someone. More importantly, the Post quotes the lad as saying he saw little men with white hats throwing clumps of earth and stones at each other, whereas a briefer report in the Echo quotes the witness of seeing little green men. Okay, so it's a bit inconsistent. So here's a clipping. Leprechauns go bowling in the park. Thousands of children joined in a big hunt in Liverpool last night for leprechauns. They invaded Jubilee Park in Jubilee Drive, hunted among the shrubberies, tore up some small plants and turf, scaled surrounding walls and searched empty houses. The Great Leprechaun Hunt all started after someone had reported seeing a little green men in white hats throwing stones and tiny clods of earth at one another on the bowling green the previous night. That story buzzed through all the schools in the area, and when the schools closed yesterday afternoon, the youngsters swarmed into the park. It was all too much for Irish Parks Constable James Nolan. How can he be Irish Parks Constable? Or is he Irish?
Those young couples.
Irish Parks Constable James Nolan. I don't know whether Liverpool's parks are part of Irish Parks or whether he's Irish and he's the Parks Constable. I don't believe in these leprechauns myself, he said. Bigara. He says, called in the city police. He called in the city police. Police arrived in cars and on motorcycles arrived. Journalism is still as shit then as it is now. They cleared hundreds of youngsters from the bowling greens. So basically...
I remember this story, actually.
You remember this one? Were you up there where you were?
No, I wasn't.
Were you
I
one of the
wasn't
tiny
there at the
people or
time,
were
but-
you one of the children?
Yeah.
I just remember, I think we've covered it lately, or I've read about it lately. But yeah, obviously I wasn't there at the time. It was 19.
So what they're blaming the telly for this because there was a Disney movie called Darby Old Gill and the Little People, and also there was a Bonanza episode called Hoss and the Leprechauns. I haven't watched enough Bonanza. I've watched the odd episode, and then I go, "Oh, that's Colonel Adama from Battlestar Galactica."
And they used to show it on a Sunday afternoon, and there was nothing else.
Yeah,
Nothing
I
else
think it
to
was.
do.
Wasn't it? Was it like
Yeah,
before the Antiques Roadshow or something?
yeah, before Songs of Praise, and then you
I
get
hate the theme tune to that.
then you get Last of the Summer Wine, and That's Life on a Sunday evening.
That's life. I love that. Do you remember the 9 o'clock news where they took off? That's life. And he says, my Sunday night movies, my Sunday night review of TV has been ruined by a camp old twat in a chair. Do you remember Cyril?
Well, yeah, it's hard to say because he was sort of on the. Didn't he die or something? He stopped being on there, didn't he? After.
Yeah, and then who did they? I can't remember who they replaced him with.
Oh, there was that guy. There was like 3 guys that used to do like a panel thing, wasn't it? And act all.
One of them was
guys.
Jonathan Maitland, weren't it?
And I think wasn't it Chris Earl was like a journalist.
Yeah, I think he was one of the early ones.
Louis Theroux. Yeah, him.
Yeah. And they used to do the Vox Pops, didn't they? Where they.
Yeah, with who was that guy on there who used to do the singing with the glasses?
Oh God, he was awful. He replaced Cyril, didn't
he? He was like a cabaret act who used to sing dirty songs about wanking and stuff. Yeah, you know, his stage name was Ivor Biggin, and he used to sing songs about.
He was also a homosexual, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well,
Doc, that was his name, Doc, weren't it?
Doc. Was it just Doc? I
think his name was Doc.
More to it.
Yeah.
Doc, yeah. Couldn't be Ivor Biggin, couldn't it, on BBC One prime time? So.
They really have dragged this out because basically there's only the story like the loads of kids piled out and then the police broke it up. Actually, it does ring a bell. Loads of kids turning up and the police breaking it up.
Maybe it was in Fortean times lately, but this story is familiar. I have read it lately.
Yeah, it was in August. This issue's from.
Maybe they did read it in that then. Interesting.
Yeah, and then there was someone who said he was the Liverpool Leprechaun, and it's all made up.
Was it a short person?
It was typically like anything else, Scouse. It's not funny and it's not interesting.
No, and it hasn't got a good sense of humour.
You say that.
Oh, funniest people ever. Has anyone ever heard of Funny Scouser? Apart from Stan Boardman, I'll give you Stan Boardman. But then you've got like Stan Boardman, but then you've got who's that fucking that Scouser, the one that tries to be Michael McIntyre, but shit.
Yeah.
Oh, him, yeah.
No, Scouser, Fraser.
It's crap. He's a shit
John
comedian.
Bishop.
What did he?
I'm John Bishop. I do Michael McIntyre, but shit.
It's a great bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Germans.
Do you remember the Germans was great when he did it on Des O'Connor. Des O'Connor about died. The one about the Messerschmitts and the unfortunate Pallane name.
Ah, yes, the Fockers.
The Fockers, yeah, the Fockers coming out of the sun.
Yeah, it's like
Parrot.
well, it's incredible wartime talent where you downed all those Fokker-Wolf aircraft. It's just, no, they weren't Fokker-Wolves, they were Messerschmitts. Yeah, he was funny. Was that Dave Allen?
No, that was Stan Boardman.
Dave Allen. No, he was the Irish one who sat down.
Yeah, who moaned about Catholicism all the time. Who was that comedian from the 70s, the black guy?
Lenny Henry.
No. It was funny, so it can't have been Lenny Henry. Was it like Charlie something? His name was like Charlie something.
I think I know the one.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now. Yeah, it was Charlie something. I can't remember those comedians. Well, you can watch them now. They're in an ironic way. But at the time, they weren't very good, were they?
Ah, Charlie Williams. I've just found him.
Charlie Williams.
Yeah. Oh, 2006 he died. Charles Adolphus Williams is his name. Oh, also
Gary Wilmot.
He was one of the first black players in British football after the Second World War.
must be well old then.
Dead. Died 2006.
Almost
1927
20
he was
years
born.
ago.
Hmm.
He had a good innings.
He played for Donny Rovers and Skeggy Town.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't make it, so he became a comedian instead
Yeah,
with the Northern Circuit.
Suppose he got an injury or something. Oh, he retired from football in 1959. He came to prominence in 1971 when he began appearing on The Comedians. Oh, The Comedians was a good show, weren't it? You remember that?
Well, you would have Jim Bowen,
Bernard Manning. Bernard Manning would appear on there.
Who was the one who? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? He was in Frank Butcher in EastEnders. What's the cat?
Oh, Mike Reed.
Mike Reed was funny. I listened to stuff. He was bullet sharp, and he was just so quick on the go.
I like that one when he said, "My wife's idea of oral sex is spending an hour beforehand trying to talk me out of it."
Yeah,
I've seen a few of his acts, a few of his shows on YouTube. They are on there, his stand-up shows, but on the whole, it's quite poor. I find. It's only the fact that it's Mike Reed.
Oh, Frank Carson. Do you remember Frank Carson? Hey, it's a cracker.
Yeah, Frank Carlson.
Tom O'Connor.
Mick Miller.
There's a list on here of who was on The Comedians. Roy Walker was on The Comedians. Did you know that?
Yeah. Softly spoken Irishman.
Yeah. Roy Walker, Paul Shane. Ted Bovis was a stand-up then, was he? Ted Bovis from Heidi High.
But the best thing with him is his club singing. That clip of him club singing.
Is it?
I think we should. We saw it on. I think we've seen it on here, haven't we? I think we showed it on here. Where he's singing. You've lost that loving feeling, and it's just club singing. That's where club singing comes from.
Hold on. Was it Paul Shane? You've lost that loving feeling.
Yeah. Paul Shane, you lost that loving feeling, and it's
here you go. That's the top result. So here we go. We ready for a bit of Paul Shane.
You're gonna show the viewers.
I'll just put the sound on.
But you need the visuals as well, because he's really into it.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss.
Oh yeah.
Your lips.
Hips.
There's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it.
New York.
We can't see it.
I know it. You've lost that loving feeling.
Oh, and that's enough of that.
Well, you needed to see it as well, because the emotion of the song is really getting to him as well.
Yeah.
Not just the words.
That's Paul Shane live at Pebble Mill. That's been bulldozed now, hasn't it? Pebble Mill.
Not the studio.
Charlie Williams, Interdimensional. Liz remembers Charlie Williams as well.
He was a big fan.
Fucking hell, Steve Francis was on The Comedians. You're not a fan of Steve Francis, are you, Ian?
Well, is that I Could Crush a Grape one?
Yeah.
Well, he's all right. I wouldn't pay to see it, but I do remember it, and it's something of its day, isn't it?
Lenny Bennett was on there.
Lenny Bennett, that's another one.
I thought, who's Tarby? I thought Tarby was on there, but he isn't on the list.
Yeah, maybe he was a bit too big for that.
Yeah. And now we're just left with his awful daughter.
Yeah. He's been around for years, though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's the 80s. Yeah.
But there you go. Look, find some old clips of the comedians because it was funny.
You know,
Do you
Captain
remember
laugh.
when people
Not
were
like
allowed to
today.
make jokes back
Oh,
in the
actually, you're not
day?
allowed to laugh. You wouldn't be allowed to laugh at the jokes from the comedians now, would you?
No, those jokes aren't allowed. Even the tailors from the Fast Show wouldn't be allowed today, and they were quite tame in comparison to some of the jokes.
Yeah, it's all Ben Elton's fault because he used to hate
Little
Thatch.
Britain. Yeah.
Ben Elton.
Oh,
It's not funny.
come fly with me. We would have got them a death sentence now, wouldn't it?
Absolutely verboten, that show.
Come Fly With Me was just amazing that it ever got broadcast on the BBC in the first place.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that show.
That was unbelievable.
Considering it was
wasn't
Where are you from
2010.
then? I'm from Bradford.
Anyway, are we going to dip into this fairy census, or are we just going to talk about old
Well, we
comedians?
have been, haven't we? You know, Liverpool, the fairies, and there's
Captain
quite a lot from
Scarlet.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know the fairies. You remember Stuart Lee talking about the fairies? You remember the fairies?
Shall I do
Yeah.
one? Shall I do one from the fairy census?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on here. This was from Berkshire, where I live, and it's male, like me. And this was from the 1990s. No age given. So, and this happened in open land, and it reads as follows: on my own, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., less than a minute. Friendly, occasional, supernatural experiences. Right, this is not making a lot of sense. Hang on a minute. Ah, here we go. So this is what the person. Yeah, this is what the person says in his words. The witness. In the summer of 1999, I was working on an enormous archaeological excavation at the future site of Terminal 5 of Heathrow Airport, just to the west of London. There was about 70 of us, and we had a 7-day accommodation a few miles further west at the magnificent Gothic Victorian pile that is the Royal Holloway College. It was wonderful there. It had its own wooded parkland, all sorts of
Emmy.
huge, gorgeous,
Yeah.
mature trees.
You're echoing.
Yeah,
There is echoing. That's not
I'm
being
hoping-
broadcast, is it?
I was trying not to mention it, but the echoing is.
Oh
coming
shit! I ain't
through,
got my headphones on. That's why. That's an easy fix.
Fucking dickhead.
It's not being broadcast, is it?
Technical difficulties here, unfortunately.
Not even difficult.
We've only been doing this for like 6 years now. We'll eventually get the hang of this.
Well, I
Right,
haven't,
okay.
I haven't thrown a technical spanner in the works for ages.
Well, anyway, with cheers of
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
ornamental ponds overhanging with giant plants and inhabited by huge carp. And best of all, it had the bunny field on the far side, to the left of the photograph, which you can see. It was where we spent every walking hour we could when we weren't working. We called it the bunny field because the bunnies would be all over the place grazing wherever you got.
That's highly imaginative how they came up with the name the Bunny Field. I never
Yeah.
could have guessed why they called it the Bunny.
And if you got too close to them, they'd scarper. If you sat there quietly, they'd all come out again, and you'd be surrounded by rabbits. It was lovely. Me and my friend particularly hung out there all the time, playing frisbee for hours on end. It was an idle. It was most people went home at the weekend, but I was living there 7 days a week, and I got really into the bunny field. So I decided I would go up
This
there
is
all
starting
night.
to get a bit weird now.
I know. Go up there all night for as long as I could one Friday, just to be there. So I did.
Is
it was
this
amazing.
geezer a bunny nonce? Is he? Is that what?
I know, sure,
Oh,
sounds
no.
like it. A furry, innit? Is what they're called. Isn't it Hobbit?
Yeah,
that
these
what,
days.
Is that what you?
Yeah.
Well,
Hobbit,
I don't know.
furry, your lot, innit? Is that right?
You're-
What is your lot are into, innit? Anyway, it was an amazing full moon, creaking trees, moonlit ponds and strange atmospheres, tiny hooves drumming past me in the darkness. Anyway, I had a brief nap back in my room. 5 minutes walk away around 3 a.m. I woke totally energized at dead on 4 a.m. and went straight back out for the buddy field. Right, it was about 7 in the morning. It was mid-July and the sun was up and it was really hot. The sky was cloudless, blah blah blah. This is all that sort of full of bliss. This is right. It was really watching. So he was sitting there in the middle of the field watching the peaceful rabbit. And the magpie and the green woodpecker were all feeding on the grass slightly down the gradual slope in front of him. I remember that just before I started watching the animals, I'd be looking at the auras around the trees in the field. I particularly remember a huge copper beech. I watched Dreams of Wispy. Oh, Christ almighty. Come on, get to the point.
Did you not pre-read this one, Ian? You've done what I did the other week. Like the shit you give me for that story I read out the other week, and then you don't do it yourself.
At least I'm trying to skim over it. You only gave me this about 10 minutes before the programme started, so I was not going to do much. Right.
God, the shit that I got for reading out that story last week, and then just like Ian does one worse.
But I've just realised.
At least mine was scary. This was just some bloke who wants to touch bunnies. I don't know why he wants to touch bunnies.
Well, hang on a minute.
I don't think you can say bunny nonce, otherwise Jeremy Vine sues you, don't he?
That's all right. As far as I know, he doesn't travel to work on a bunny.
Not yet.
Right, okay. So basically,
oh shit, Fraser's lost his house.
So he sat in the bunny fields, and then he noticed there were no birds in the sky, and then he settled down and looked to his right, and he saw about 50 yards away down the field a grey shadow, about 6 feet long, like a cloud flying low over the field, really fast.
That doesn't sound like a
As
fairy.
he turned his head to face the front, another zipped past across in front of me at about the same distance away. And this was my encounter. The first instinct was to think of anything other than an explanation. I watched birds fly over and looked at other shadows. And it struck me that at that moment I watched the birds fly over. The shadows I saw were actually grey rather than black. Mainly pigeons and magpies and ring-necked parakeets and a jackalow were...
Ring-necked parakeets?
That's what it says here, ring-necked parakeets.
What the fuck are parakeets doing?
Where was he? The fucking savannah?
Yeah.
Well, this is near Heathrow, so maybe they got on the plane from Savannah. And
yeah, the parakeets. There is a colony of parakeets in London.
Okay, all right, yeah, and he just so happens to be in the exact spot of the fucking.
Is it a laden? Is it a laden or unladen parakeet?
Right. Okay. Well, basically, yeah.
You saw a cloud.
Yeah, it was a cloud. I'm actually looking for the. This is coming to an end. He does say it was fucking amazing. Because they weren't all in the air. It was just basically sort of clouds flying around the field. No mention of leprechauns. No, so that's it really. Yeah. Yeah, he saw the clouds, and that's what he thought was leprechauns. But the guy sounded like a freak anyway, so I don't know how this actually got into the theory register.
Just wanted to talk about his day out, touching bunnies and smoking grass.
Being a bunny nonce. Yeah. How about this one? This is from England, Cornwall. It's a go on then.
So carry on, because that was a bit of a climax on.
So female 2010s 41 to 50. So she's eat pray love. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Less than a minute. Friendly, joyful, regular supernatural experiences. So she was picking blackberries.
Hello. What is this? Some dating profile? Or
yeah. They give you a they give you a little kind of like rundown of where she is and what she was doing at the time. So anyway, we Mexican and Belgian nationals. Do the Mexican and Belgian nationals have a big contingency? Do they, Hobbit? Is there are there big links?
They have
Are there
a
big
con
links?
every year, Emmy. You have a con every year.
Mexican Belgian con.
Yeah.
Speedy Gonzales comes and meets the Smurfs.
So the Mexican and Belgian nationals were all having fun. So they saw golden yellow orbs in Tintagel, golden light orbs, little bells or chimes and laughter. Another woman shared the experience. Why fairies? Laughing, golden orbs, chimes, playfulness. What are fairies? Light beings connected to nature. And they actually printed that. That's actually what was said.
Right, so that's the second story. There's no leprechauns in it.
I'm beginning to
maybe that pot of gold is actually hard to find.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. It's like.
I found one.
I've never seen. Oh,
so
a real
England, Devon, female 2010s, 41 to 50. I think it's the same bird. In Woodland, on my own. Can't remember the time. 2 to 10 minutes. No fairy mood reported. Occasional supernatural experiences. No special state reported. No special experience reported. She says, I was walking down steps from near where I live through a wooded area into town, and I saw what I believe was a fairy leant against the tree. We just looked at each other. Small adult-sized with long hair, handmade-looking clothes. Fairies are beings
small adult-sized. What's
small
that?
adult.
A 4-foot woman.
It was like a traveller.
So she means like 4 foot or something, like small adult.
Midget.
Yeah.
Midget.
Are you a fairy? Was it like Elf? I'm gonna fucking swing for her in a minute. It keeps calling me a fairy. So he was small adult.
Walking past the local. It's strange. I was walking past the local infant school the other day, and there was loads of these little people running round.
Yeah, but were they small?
They
were they small adult
children?
Yeah, it was like
no fairies.
weird.
No, they're not children. They are monsters.
I got a quick one here. Actually, this is just to go along with it. This is in Buckinghamshire, female 2000s, 51 to 60, in Woodland. No detail of company given. 6 p.m. 9 p.m. 2 to 10 minutes. Joyful, regular, supernatural experience. No special state reported. No special phenomenon to record connected to the incident. Dancing balls of light, beautiful around the trees. That's it.
Not a fairy. I found another one that is a fairy.
Another load of nothing, basically.
So how about this one? England, Devon, female third person, witness still in touch, podcast guest. Oh, it was Ian then. 1970s, 0 to 10 inside a private house on their own. Time not reported. 1 to 2 minutes. Aloof. Regular supernatural experiences. No special state reported. Witness says she was 3 years old. She was in the hallway of her home and saw a troop of pixies or gnomes marching around the picture rails. Oh, la-di-da, I've got a picture rail in my house. There were hundreds of them marching like soldiers. They were dressed in typical fairy outfits of red and green with hats. She was so overcome with the sight that she fainted. Witness said that the house was also haunted by a lady dressed in green. Witness would spend many hours in her garden as a child and intuitively knew what plants were.
Cannabis plants, by the sound of it.
She remembers eating.
How do you remember shit at 3 years old? Tell me.
She remembers eating wild watercress and her parents being surprised that their daughter knew what it was by name.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the Cottonley fairies in this register, I wonder?
The register. Rabbit. Is it the Rabbit Nonce register? Is that what it is?
Yeah, not that one.
Don't tell Peter Vine about this.
Yeah.
Jeremy Vine.
Don't let Jeremy Vine know about
either.
this. Otherwise, everybody's getting sued.
This one then, Cheshire, female, 1980, 0 to 10, in a garden, several other people, none of whom did the experience. 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. and it was a sunny day. I was a child and believed in fairies, and was looking
Fairies?
for one. Yeah. When I saw a fairy about the size of my thumb, wearing a green dress. He was stood in a plant at the length of my thumb. Human figure, green dress. Yeah, right, we know. Looked like it had been made of leaves, clear wings. It looked like a fairy. So there we
Oh.
go.
To an actual fairy. So how about this one? So this is a geezer from County Durham, male, 1980s, 21 to 30, in Woodland with one other person who shared my experience. Well, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m, many hours, friendly, mischievous, regular supernatural experiences, no special state reported. Profound silence.
Why did they do this? It just sounds like a dating profile.
It's just so you know what's going on. Profound silence before the experience, a sense that experience marked a turning point in your life. Initially, the fairies looked like presences, then resolved into nature spirit characters. I've had regular fairy encounters, often repeated ones at the same locations. What are fairies? I feel they're symbolic of people in our own population. I don't believe in fairies the same way I don't believe in sandwiches. They're both entirely consistent when encountered in the same circumstances.
What? How did he speak me?
He doesn't believe in sandwiches.
Yeah, he does not
But
believe
you
in
not believe in
sandwiches.
sandwiches, but they exist.
Well,
I think what he's trying to say is he's saying, I don't believe in fairies. They actually exist the same way that sandwiches do, but he's just worded it very badly. I think that's what he was trying to say.
Let's see.
Oh, was he trying to be like high on his own thoughts and be
Yeah,
like,
he was trying. Yeah.
Hmm.
How about this one then? So this one's. Oh, you got one, Ian.
Well, it's there's loads in there, so obviously I'm going to get one because there's no end to this. But I don't know if it's any good. Let's have a look. Let's go for Cheshire, female, 1990, 31 to 40, inside a private house, on her own, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So let's have a look. This is what he said. I had experienced a couple of strokes in May 1999, and had come home to convalesce. I was relaxing on my bed with my eyes shut and my headphones on, and I started to pleasure myself. When I opened my eyes after I'd finished, there was a hot cup of coffee on my bedside table that wasn't there when I started.
It's the joke about wanking with your headphones on, and your mum brings a cup of tea.
Yeah, but I reversed it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But no,
that's like 1950s fucking.
Yeah.
You know when they did that.
Yeah.
There was no headphones, but she had her eyes shut because she was awake. It was a sunny day, and the light was lovely. When I felt a huge breeze, fluttering sensation.
Did it feel better afterwards? That's what I want to know.
As though a butterfly was flapping its wings. Anyway, I had a similar experience in Thailand many years ago when I was inside my mosquito net, and it wouldn't go away. And so I to the point where I couldn't go to sleep, so I woke up and there was a fucking bat in my mosquito net flying over me.
There was a what?
Pissing me off. Bat.
That was a what?
A bat. A bat.
Bat.
You know, a flying mouse or whatever they are. Vampire bat. If it was a vampire bat, but pain in the arse. Anyway, I thought if I opened my eyes slowly.
No, that was just a rent boy.
No. Yeah.
That was just a lady boy.
Yeah.
That copper that arrested George Michael, he found a fairy in the toilet, didn't he?
He did.
He found someone being careless with his whisper in the toilet. Wank me off whispers before you go. Yeah. Anyway, I kept as still as I could and opened my eyes to see this most beautiful fairy, about 6 inches tall, with a crown on too. That's another thing about these fairies. They tend to wear human clothes, stuff, but just small. That's unusual. He was standing flapping beside me to the left of my face. I did actually pinch myself as I couldn't believe what was happening. Only I saw her. I only saw her the once, but the next day I was doing the same thing again, going on my afternoon rest, when a whole host of fairies flew into my room and proceeded to sit on my ledge, going from the curtain pole to the picture frames, different colours, different outfits, greens, browns, and reds. And I have to say, as clear as I could see the nose on my face, etc.
Yeah.
In
Ooh.
keeping my story short, but this went on for many months until I believe now that they healed me from the stroke effect. So there you go.
They were
She
stroke
believed
affecting
the
her.
fairies had. Well, she had a stroke, didn't she? That's why she was.
She was
in
having a
bed
stroke,
one afternoon.
and then she
Yeah.
opened her eyes, and
And that's
her
when
mum had put a cup of tea down there.
No, it would have been her dad. When her dad would have dropped a cup of tea by the side of the bed, because that's more embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is England in Gloucestershire. Mail 2000s.
Oh, one for Hobbit.
31 to 40 in open land
Hobbit,
fields.
Yeah,
In fields, etc. With one other person who did not share my experience. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Less than a minute. Friendly, regular supernatural experience. No special state reported. A sense that the experience was a display put on especially for you. Unusually vivid memories of the experience. A sense that the experience marked a turning point in your life. It was a tiny man about 18 inches tall. He was wearing a brown suit and hat and had a round face and was smiling. It was near an ancient meadow. I also see ghosts and UFOs, so I guess I'm pretty in tune with the weird and wonderful.
It was good. Yeah, that's the thing, see, what I was saying just then. They wear human clothes, don't they, these fairies? And the cotton leaf fairies of the... When was that? That was before... Was that
Conan
before
Doyle.
The First World War?
When was Conan Doyle
Just
about?
before the... Well, he died...
1900s,
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yeah, he died in 1930. So I think it was just before the First World War, wasn't it? The cotton leaf fairies.
Yeah.
But obviously, in the day, French fashion and that kind of shit was all the rage.
Yeah.
And the fairies, they had, fashionable haircuts and clothing that you would see on the catwalks of the day.
Or some might say cut out of magazines.
Yeah, cut out of magazines. Yeah. But they were, though. They admitted.
How about this one? This from England in Hampshire. Female third-person witness is still in touch. Friend, 2010s, 51 to 60. Country road, on their own, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Less than a minute. No fairy mood reported. Never or almost never as supernatural experiences. Witness was tired and hadn't slept for a long time. The manager of the shop I was working in a couple of years ago was driving between Redacted and her home in Redacted late one night when she saw, in her words, what I can only describe as a goblin in the headlights running across the road and into the hedge. Now, I would like to say that is highly anti-Semitic, that she said she saw a goblin running across the road, and we do not condone any of that kind of language in this podcast.
No, too right.
Yeah. How can she say I saw a goblin in the headlights? It was probably just Jerry Nadler who just shit himself.
Yeah, well, it's to distract from the fact that he shit himself.
ran in front of that woman's car.
Indeed.
Yeah. Let's have a look then. What we got? Go about this one. Cheshire, female, 2000s, so it's quite a recent one.
Yeah.
11 to 20, in open land with one other person. So 3 p.m., 6 p.m, lasted less than a minute. So let's have a look what we see. Right, this is what they said. I was walking back across the field with my mum and dog when we saw what we believe was a fairy. We saw what had a smallish body with head and hair. It had see-through wings, bigger than a butterfly's but smaller than a dragonfly. It flew up to me and my mum, hovered and flew away. The dog also saw the fairy and watched it fly away. I'm uncertain why It was a fairy experience, but I have always believed in fairies. They are real. And there we go. And we got another short one from Cornwall, which is more of the land of the fairies, isn't it? Very supernatural place. And this is from female 1930s, not 10 in particular, in a private house with one other person. So let's have a look. And they said, I saw a pink fairy in the sunshine, about 10 to 12 centimeters high, flying out of the window. It was very clear and has stayed with me. My father was in the room but did not know what I saw. I was a very reticent child, just like a conventional picture. Wings not very wings not very high, rounded, pink dress. Did not notice feet. Maybe it was maybe Paul McCartney would like that one. Not spooky at all, and I thought it was not very interesting. I have not seen or I have not seen, only felt ghosts and have a personal angel, but much later than the fairy. The fairy was as real as a kitten to look at, but common sense told me that I would not be able to touch it. No sense of the numinous attached to it, as no sense of the numinous attached to it, as with an angel, or I would imagine a ghost.
Ooh.
There you go. That's the wording. That's just fuck knows. I don't know. They did that. That's a bit. The grammar's a bit fucked up there. But anyway, here we go. That's that one from Cornwall.
Oh, what have we got now?
Thanks for the letter. There's a few from Cornwall.
So my
Longest
father was
one.
born in redacted in 1937, now deceased, and often told us at the time he saw a boggart. It's possible he wrote it down in his memoirs, but unfortunately I can't access this right now. Oh, likely story. He was larking about on the moor with some friends. I guess they were all somewhere between 9 and 13. They were confronted by what he described as a small man about 3 or 4 feet high, dressed in old-fashioned clothes. They all immediately and simultaneously fled in terror, vaulting high hedges in their path, until they were too exhausted to run any further. Decades later, he still believed this to have been a boggart and was quite serious in his recollection of it, like he could still remember how scared they all were by the encounter. Naturally, the rest of us in the family think of it as an amusing tale about our ancestral homeland. Our family moved to Redacted in 1984. He did have a few good ghost stories in his repertoire, which he isn't going to bother telling us.
If the boggart was only like 3 feet tall, they could have kicked the shit out of it if they wanted.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been. Yeah.
A bunch of fannies,
There's others.
That'd be a fair fight in Liverpool.
Yeah, just fucking give it a good decking. And, I was just having a look at.
If that was really a story from Liverpool, it would have been Scousers beat Fairy to death with a bit of wood with a nail in it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, with a good sense of humour. They got the best sense of humour. Funniest people I've ever met. I was just reading Tasha Slapper from Viz, actually. I was looking through some websites, and then Tasha Slapper. Remember that story from Viz?
I certainly do.
I don't remember
when
Tasha
she used to have the
Slapper.
Asbos.
Yeah, Tasha Slapper used to wear kappa. It was basically like a Vicky Pollard type person. Anyway, that's all that was. Just got distracted by that. But yeah, the boggart indeed. Well,
Yeah.
Here's another one from Cornwall. Female, 1990s, 31 to 40. 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. With one another person. And she said the following. They saw a fairy on top of a cliff, but only a fleeting glimpse of the wings. Iridescent, colourful wings. I know it was a fairy, but I just saw the wings flicker and a very faint body, but it was over in a split second. That was it. So there you go. That's the quick one there. Didn't go on there.
So, what's this one? England, Lincolnshire. Female, third person. Witnesses dead. Family, 1930s, 0 to 10. Setting not reported. Company not reported. Time not reported. Duration not reported. Like, why even put all this stuff in there? Mood not reported.
Yeah,
never or almost never has supernatural experiences. Special state reported. My mother told me, my mum, who's a nurse, do you remember that from Johnny Briggs, Ian? Or do you not remember that TV series?
I remember Johnny Briggs, but I don't remember my mum.
Don't you remember it? Don't you remember that girl in the class, the one who used to start with my mum, who's a nurse? You know, and everyone used to groan in the class. My mother told me when I was around 4 or 5 that she'd seen fairies. I wasn't sure whether to believe her or not. She became a little irritated with me when I asked her again after what seemed to be a decent interval if she had indeed seen them. She insisted she had, but I don't remember her giving me any details or indeed asking for any. Yeah, that's a great story. Thanks for that. That's full of information. Full of information. Brilliant.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember much Johnny Briggs. My main memory is of Roland from Grange Hill, though. That's my main memory of those days.
Roland.
That kid. Yeah,
Intervention listener says you might not believe in sandwiches, but they believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in sandwiches. Da, 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 da. I believe in the cheese
sandwiches
and tomato, and sometimes the BLT.
I want to believe in sandwiches.
Yeah.
Or coronation chicken.
All right, how about this one then? Another one from Cornwall. I'm in the Cornwall section by the look of it, but as I said, it's quite a supernatural place, so you're probably going to get a lot from there. This one's female, 2000s, so recent, 11 to 20. On a country road that would take her home to the place where she belonged.
West Virginia, or
several other people.
Take me home, country roads.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Is it me or does that bit of country roads sound like it's going to go into Karma Chameleon?
No.
Yeah.
I could always country roads, Karma Chameleon. That's what it sounds like to me.
I've never felt that. You're unique in that thought, Hemi.
Yeah. Maybe the fairies put it in my mind.
Yeah. They're screwing with your head.
Mm.
So, I was excited as we were going out for the day. I was buckled into the seat in the back of my granddad's car, waiting for my sister to join us. And I watched a creature in the hedgerow at the side of the road, hovering around the blackberries. I pointed it out to my brother and my nan, who saw something but were further away, so didn't see the details that I could. When my sister and granddad came out of the house, it went behind the tree. I believe it was a fairy. It was about 2 inches high, and it had a thin wings like a crane, and a very slim upright body, with 2 long legs and 2 larger feet. I did not see arms, but the creature had what looked like a raggedy skirt on. It was orangey brown in colour. I was fascinated by insects as a child, and insects, that is not incest, and
not insects.
Still am now. She's more into incest now.
Yeah,
she's an entomologist.
Granddad and her brother.
Game the whole family can play.
But was unable to identify it in any book I found. Oh. I'm totally open to someone debunking my story and identify it as a bug of some sort. I suppose it could have been
a bug with a skirt on.
But I don't really imagine. Yeah, but I don't really imagine them as small things. LOL. That's what the tweet said.
England.
LOL, that was quite a recent story.
How about this one? This England, London, female, 1960s, 0 to 10, inside a private house, on my own, 12 till 3 p.m, 1 to 2 minutes, angry, never almost or never have supernatural experiences, no special state reported. A sense of the experience was a display put on specially for you. I was in my brother's bedroom and my mum briefly left the room The little man came up from the floor. He was angry and I wanted him to go away. He looked old and wizened like a gnome. I think he was dressed in brown and green. His face was reddish. He looked like a gnome and was so small. I have never forgotten this experience and wish I could remember what he said to me. Fairies are nature spirits.
Should have. Well, if he was angry and small, should have just fucking kicked it in the face.
Should have smeared it across the skirting board.
Yeah. You should have fucking lesson.
It might have been Warwick Davis. He's small and angry, isn't he?
Yeah, very angry man. Isn't he R2D2? Or is that something different?
That's Kenny Baker.
Yeah, that's Warwick Davis.
All right.
That was Warwick Davis, wasn't it?
No, Warwick Davis was Wicket, one of the Ewoks.
Oh, he's an Ewok, yeah.
Yeah.
Ewok, yeah.
Kenny Baker was R2D2. And I think Kenny Baker was an Ewok as well. They got the most out of their little people.
Oh yeah, I think I remember something about that. Like Warwick Davis fancying Carrie Fisher, so he used to grope her tits on set, and just like, oh, he's little people, so I'm not allowed to say, get away from you, disgusting, disfigured dwarf.
Yeah, but she was probably coked out of her mind anyway, because apparently she was a bit of funny old nose candy.
Could he reach up? Could he reach up that far?
To deal with stuff like that.
Yeah.
You'd have to reach up. Unless they were low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
He got a stepladder to do it.
Yeah,
The stepladder that what's his name? That other one. Who's that other dwarf that the other dwarfs don't like?
C-3PO.
Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage, the king of the dwarfs.
Yeah, the one who kicked the stepladder from out under him once he got his claim to fame.
And Velma Dinklage, Queen of the Lesbians.
There's no such thing. That you're having a stroke, Ian. It just doesn't
It probably
happen.
is. It probably is over the Scooby-Doo porn parody.
Yeah, but that's not canon, so it doesn't count.
What, the porn parody?
Is there a porn parody?
Look, well, it probably is.
There's
no
Velma Dinklage. This just is. This is anti-Scooby-Doo propaganda, and I won't stand for it.
Well, all right then. Let's travel back then to Cornwall in 2010.
Yeah.
A female, 41 to 50. They're mainly females who see these fairies as well.
They seem to like the chicks, don't they?
Yeah, there's something funny going on. Okay then. There was something about 3 inches tall. I thought was a butterfly or a moth. No, I don't think it was 3 inches tall. But it was so white, it was almost blue. Yeah, it had a blue vein, right? Yeah. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something fly past me and get tangled in my hair. Yeah, we know what that was. I was worried that it was a butterfly and didn't want to hurt it. I could feel something for a few seconds, but when I went to free it, there was nothing there and nothing around the house that it could have been.
Ooh.
I've been seeing things like this ever since early childhood. Cannot describe the light it gave off was so bright, but just the feeling I had from it. I have had ghosts before, and this was different. I guess it was. I guess they have as much right to be in the house as I do. Well, did they pay for it? Are they paying the mortgage? I don't think so. They might have been here first. There we go. Do you think they may have been some kind of long-term spirit?
This is a weird one from Surrey. So it's a male from the 2000s, 31 to 40, in Woodland, on my own, 3 to 6 p.m, 1 to 2 minutes, aloof, never has supernatural experiences. You had taken alcohol or medicine, a drug, a sense, so he'd had a beer or something, and a sense the experience was display put on specially for you. I saw something moving through the leaves very fast, about 15 to 20 feet away. When it stopped, it looked like a wooden clothes peg, about 3 to 4 inches high. It moved again very fast, covering a distance of about 10 feet. I was in fairly open woodland, early autumn. There are only dry leaves on the ground. This was in a modern village. I used to live in the countryside, so I know what pheasants, stoats, rats look like, etc. This wasn't something I'd seen before.
Stoat.
You never seen a stoat? I think I've seen one before. Well, it might be a stoat or it might be a martin, because martins are quite common as well. They look like stoats and weasels as well.
They do, but I've never seen one in. I mean, I've seen one when like someone brought it to a fair, but that's different.
What's the difference between a stoat and a weasel? And a ferret?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either. An upright wooden clothes peg about 2 to 3 inches tall. The leaves rustled as it sped through them. Why fairies? I don't believe in extraterrestrials, and I believe that most ghosts are not spirits but some sort of recordings. Fairies are folk memories of pre-Celtic races, apparently, is what this geezer thinks.
Well, let's have a look at this one there. Cornwall, female, 2010s, 40 to 50. Let's have a look. We were in the car. It was January, around 5 p.m, so dark. Something about 2 feet tall, white. So that's quite tall for a fairy, isn't it? White and willowy, floated and jumped out of the hedgerow in front of our car, then disappeared. Thin and willowy. We were both certain that it was a fairy. Fairies are beings of another kind. That's what she says. And another one from Cornwall here, female, 51 to 60, 2000, in woodland. No like little men, about 2 foot high, working on clearing up the foliage beneath the trees and chatting with each other. Small, bright, white balls of light moving above them from leaf to leaf. Grey streaked fair hair, lined elderly faces, beard, green or red brown sleeve top with brown trousers and work boots, flat brown caps, and twinkling bright eyes, blue, green or brown. Yeah, so I think that woman has been watching Snow White with the Seven Dwarfs one too many times, is my opinion on that one.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you need to read it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how about this one? This is a...
I want to watch...
Go on then.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I wanted to watch Fantasia again. It's been a while since I've seen that.
Oh, fuck,
I'm a
that's
bit old for that.
I don't think you're ever too old for Fantasia, are you?
No.
Yeah.
It's got It's basically classical music. Isn't
Really?
it? It's basically what you watch it for.
That's the thing. It's
Really?
yeah.
It's a classical music video. That's basically what Fantasia is. I don't think there's an age limit.
Isn't it Mickey Mouse, or am I thinking of something
Yeah,
else?
Mickey Mouse is the Wizard's Apprentice, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is it the Hall of the
Sleeve
Mountain?
Apprentice.
What's the is it the Hall of the Mountain King?
By Grieg.
Wizard's Sleeve Apprentice.
Do that one.
No, when you get to about 7, you stop watching things like that.
He tries to. Well, yeah. If you're someone soulless with no joy in their heart, you stop watching it at the age of 7.
Yeah. It's like playing with Lego. You sort of, mind you, actually, that's a bad example, isn't it? Because some adults do play with Lego.
Indeed.
Yeah,
those books made of felt. Remember
I play
those?
Lego games. I don't play with the Lego. I've got a creepy. Do you want to hear a story about someone who got nonced by a fairy?
Oh no!
Yeah,
What?
go
It's
on.
in the fairy register.
Female, this is the fairy register. Female, 2010s, 41 to 50, inside a private house with one other person who did not share my experience. 9 p.m. to 12 a.m, 1 to 2 minutes, concerned, worried, regular supernatural experiences. You had just woken up or about to go to sleep. I had a terrible dream the night before of a spirit attacking me when I was awake. Nearly had a panic attack. Fucking hell, that's a bit full on, isn't it? Yeah. A sense that the experience was a display put on especially for you. Unusually vivid memories of the experience. I woke up in the night with a start and looked over and saw my partner on his elbow staring at me. Partner. It took me a while to
sodomite term, partner.
It took me a while to fully wake up, and when I did, my partner changed, and I saw he was still sleeping and that a boy was sitting on him. He had a very blonde, almost white hair that was very curly, and he wore a brown pointy hat and waistcoat.
She's a woman, right? She's describing a man. So could that not normally be described as husband?
Yeah, he had a brown pointy hat. Should I say waistcoat? Should I say waistcoat instead of waistcoat? And a waistcoat. And a waistcoat. I just knew he had blue eyes. He was looking straight at me, and he really wanted to say something, but it wouldn't come out. When I realised what was going on, I sat up and he disappeared straight away. We have had a lot of childish pranks happen in the house, being tickled, my hair has been pulled, feet being slapped, and hearing giggling. The boy looked about 6 years old with blonde curly hair, blue eyes, wearing a brown pouty hat. It's been changed to pouty hat now. He had a brown pouty hat and waistcoat, but very, very pretty but otherworldly. The green where we live used to have fairy rings appear every year. I've seen a ghost before, and this was different. The first thing that came to my mind was pixie. Fairies are other beings that have been around for thousands of years.
You know the Reddit explanation for fairy rings?
What's that?
Oh, well, you see, where a tree was, that you've got cellulose in the soil, and that's where the mycelium, it grows in a ring around it, and it's nothing to do with fairies. It's definitely nothing to do with fairies. It's just where the mycelium just happens to grow in that pattern, and then it grows out and out each year. So each year the fairy ring will get wider and wider.
You've gone quiet, Hobbit. What are you doing?
Well, I'm keeping the fire going because it's freezing out there.
You should do a fire video.
Yeah, but I think I explained this yesterday, Ian. My camera is shit, so it's no good.
I wasn't.
How about this one? I won't do the preamble. I'll just get straight to it. My great grandmother lived on a farm. Her husband was bailiff for it. My dad says that she would sometimes come back into the farmhouse moaning about the butter not churning, and said that the dairy fairy was up to her usual tricks. Her attitude was more of resigned annoyance rather than fear.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that one too seriously.
Yeah.
One thing though, what you often see is fairies and gnomes and shit like that hanging around mushrooms and sat on mushrooms, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's been put forward as an explanation as to people why people see these beings is the close connection with the hallucinogenic mushrooms.
How about this one then? The sun was setting, so this was 2020s. Sun was setting, and my friend and her mum were sitting outside their car on a country road beside Stonehenge.
Shit.
It was the summer solstice, and the sun was just setting. Looking up at the hill to the stones, she and her mum saw a giant hare as tall as the stones. Scared, she scrambled back into the car, but when she looked back, it was gone. Woo!
Where's the fairy then in that one?
Spooky, there wasn't. It was a big hare.
What's that doing in the fairy register? that shouldn't be in the fairy register.
A giant hare's fairy adjacent? I don't know.
I don't know. What is it? Hobbit? Is that right? Does that count?
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah. Get that report out of this register immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to, Ian? You need to apply to be editor of the fairy register.
Yeah, or start a new register called the Hare Register, and that'll be the first story that I'll put in
the
there.
Giant hare is as tall as Stonehenge register.
Yeah, exactly. Where it should be. All right, let's go to Derbyshire, to the north of England, isn't it? Derbyshire.
North, where it's green.
No, the Midlands.
In Tut Mill. Let's go Tut Mill in Derbyshire and have a right good time on the big market. Right, okay, let's have a look then. Email.
The big market's in Newcastle. That's way too far up.
Is it Derbyshire's?
Derbyshire's a bit lower than that.
Is it? Well,
Midlands. East
north.
Midlands, baby.
It's all north, isn't it? You know. It's all,
it's all up north to it. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
London, is it? It's like Derbyshire isn't in London, is it?
You guys are the fairies. That's why I keep seeing them all the time. Fucking encroaching on our land.
we're not friendly, are we? That's the problem. Oh, I went to London. And people aren't friendly. It's like, well, yeah. If you,
Look, we've got it hard. We're stuck between the Scousers and you,
no,
fucking rocking a hard place.
if you go somewhere and people aren't friendly to you, then you need to look at yourself and what are you doing wrong? Don't blame the place.
Yeah.
You're the problem. Right. Anyway, so Derbyshire female, 1960. So they're probably taking LSD or something.
Yeah.
0 to 10 in open land, and this is what happened. Here we go. I was in a field not far from my grandma's house visiting for the day. Saw several lights and about.
So she visits her grandma and just fucks off out into the field. That's not really visiting your grandma,
exactly.
is it?
Yeah, well, her grandma smelled of wee, so she didn't want to hang around there for too long. She saw several lights in and about a hedge. I walked up to the hedge, and the lights started to fade. I also thought I could hear tinkling sound. Yeah, that'll be her grandma. My gran told me that she always could hear them. Not sure if it was a fairy, but definitely something wanted to attract me to them. And I have thought of areas of natural beauty being destroyed. Yeah, killing off all that nature wants to teach us, is what he said about that.
Hippie confirmed.
Yep.
Goddamn dirty.
She wants to lay off the drugs. Right.
How about this one then? So this is England, Wiltshire. It was a man in the 2010s, 11 to 20. I was walking down a hill. I saw the little creature thing. I don't know what it was. I think it was about 27 centimetres. You don't say about 27 centimetres tall, do you? It was 27 centimetres. Like, that's a very specific measurement.
If it's Wiltshire, he'd probably be on the side, hadn't he? He'd probably be on the scrumpy.
Yeah, he'd been on the scrumpy. I only saw the silhouette, which looked human, but not. Okay. We looked at each other from a distance. It only lasted a handful of seconds. I just casually walked away back into the wood. For an instant, I thought it was a cat. A 27 centimetre tall cat. I decided to go and investigate, but when I got to the spot, it was gone. It just looked human. I couldn't see any colour due to light dusk. Small black inking humans. What? He thinks fairies are mystical creatures with magic powers.
Well, they are, aren't they? I thought that was the whole point of them. Yeah. So, what else we got? We got. I think I'm in the Derbyshire section. There's another one from Derbyshire here. Yeah. Female, 1990s, in a garden, on my own, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. 0 to 10. It was in my grand's back garden. I saw what I can only describe as a small fairy being flying into the bushes at the bottom of a garden that led into the field. I've never told anyone about this for fear of being ridiculed. Small, glittery looking, with small wings, but very graceful.
Ooh.
There, that's another short one there.
Here's one from Yorkshire in the 2010s. It's a 61 to 70-year-old man, so he's old enough to know better.
Yeah, a bullshit.
9 p.m. to 12 a.m. So he's in. So I was looking for spirits in the grounds of Redacted Hall, Bradford. So I think he's had to redact that because he's obviously been caught breaking and entering looking for these spirits, hasn't he? Where I've seen many, I saw a slight movement upon activating my camera. Upon activating my camera light, I saw a fairy that looked to be waving or holding her hand high. Oh dear. Oh dear. What kind of holding her hand high? Was it Elon Musk or was it an Adolf Hitler? These fairies, they're a bit militant, aren't they? I immediately took the unfortunate photo, which shows the fairy just as I saw her. She was wearing a long white dress. The fairy was so tiny. Since this sighting, I've seen many others that can mostly tell the difference from ghosts.
Yeah, they are quite different. I think there is quite a big difference between a ghost and a fairy. But he took a photo though.
Yeah,
I
you
hear
can mostly.
say?
So it was a fairy doing a Roman, throwing a Roman. Quite an unfortunate. That's why you can't look at the picture.
Right, okay. What about this one then? This is Devon, England. So we're going to the sort of the West Country, isn't it? Female, 1970s, 0 to 10. On or near water. 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Here we go. In the 1970s, I used to stay in a 400 or 500-year-old cottage with a small bamboo thicket and a stream
Well, what was
running
it,
down.
400 or 500? This story's starting to fall apart already.
Yeah, she was 5 years old, so
Yeah.
she was, yeah.
She should have still known whether it was 400 or 500 years old.
Well, it was on quite a steep hill just outside, so the stream was stepped. With natural
Steeped.
and
I think that's
man-made
steeped,
stoneways. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I can't. I can't. No, it's a step. No, it's stepped. It is stepped. Natural and man-made stoneways. So it's like a pathway. I can't see. You got to remember, I can't see at the moment. So bear with me I used to go down there, and every morning, and there would be a treat for me in the grotto. I knew this was my grandparents pretending to be the fairies. On the last day, I insisted going to say goodbye to the fairies. The image of the creature was so clear, I remember thinking I must have left a Cindy, which is a British version of Barbie, doll down there. But when I got down there was no lost Cindy. Being a child, I thought nothing of seeing a fairy, and I told everyone, only stopping when I realised people thought I was making it up for attention. But I remain convinced to this day that what I saw was a fairy. Like a Cindy doll with clothes that looked to be made from natural things like leaves. It was the same size as the doll, but thinner and more earthy. I was told, but thought that this was my grandma. Yeah, nice. Personally, I think it was the water sprite, but my friend says that what they are tree spirits, water sprites, leaf sprites, spirits of nature. There you go. That's what she thinks. Because I think Sprite is a kind of a lemonade, isn't it? In a green
yes.
How about this from?
I remember when it was you had before polygons, you had sprites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strap in, lads. This is a long one. England, Yorkshire, female, 1950s, 0 to 10, inside a private house on my own, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 2 to 10 minutes, joyful, occasional experience, supernatural experiences, no special state reported. You ready for this? This is a really, really long one. Flying fairies, one landed on my hand. Fairies are small people.
Not a butterfly.
Tell us more.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it. This incredibly long, great detail of a tale.
What about that story when we did the spooky Halloween one, and there was that one that took up half the show?
Yeah,
that was last time.
Ian won't let me forget that.
Well,
he keeps going on about it. I can't remember what that story was. The Woodwoses have got to me on that.
No, it was good. We went on for so long. We erased it from our memory.
Oh shit! It was that. It was someone being stalked by a weirdo, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just usually the Halloween vibe, isn't it?
Oh, I remember it now. It was the house, wasn't it? It was the house with the weirdos that drove him out. The weirdo that drove him out. Where he said the house chose them and all that kind of stuff. You remember it now?
We'll have to do a similar episode for Christmas in the coming weeks.
Christmas ghost stories. I think we've already done all the Christmas ghost stories, haven't we?
Well, we'll have to try and find some more. There must be some more out there. Or some kind like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like Christmas, don't you, Hobbit? You're a Christmas kind of guy, aren't you?
Oh, very much so. I regret not being able to go to midnight mass with my granddad.
Yeah.
But he wasn't
So
well enough last
you-
time.
Yeah. So.
I'm just
Oh,
glad
yeah.
I got to say goodbye to him.
Yeah.
I've got an Irish one here.
Right there.
Male, third person, witness is dead. Family 1930s, 31 to 40, in woodland, on their own. No time reported, no duration reported, no fairy mood. Never or almost has never had supernatural experience. No special state reported. My great-grandfather was walking home through the woods when he came across the wee folk. They were going about their business as though he wasn't there. He was a healer in his time, so maybe they sensed that and they knew he wasn't a threat. My granny always said he was teetotal and never would have lied to her.
Yeah.
So he was. So
Yeah.
When you said
Yeah.
I got an Irish one here, I thought you were going to go back to the comedians
it's a cracker.
from the 70s. An Irish
it's a
fella
cracker.
walks
You
into
sure?
a pub.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Why are the Irish always being top of the morning to you?
that's how they
Top of the
start,
morning.
isn't it? That's how
Yeah.
they start the
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
That's their thing, isn't it? They like saying top of the morning to you. And then I was speaking to this Irishman who says, we never say that. That was just something in Looney Tunes. So I'm like, well, if that's the case, then how come Jacksepticeye says it and he's Ireland's most famous Irishman? And
I
then he
find
says,
that
I don't know who you're talking
How
about.
about this alleged fairy that is not a ghost? Driving my stepdaughter, 23, just after midnight on a summer night on a country road. Full moon was out, very bright. I remarked how bright it was to my stepdaughter, and we were looking up at the moon. I turned back to the road, and in front of us, at a dip in the road beside a gate, was a white shape. It was about 4 foot tall and in the middle of our traffic lane. It was brighter than the moon. It looked as if there was light emanating from it. It never changed shape, so I don't know if it was. So I know it wasn't mist or fog. My car drove through it, but I didn't panic. The only emotion I felt was sadness. Asked me stepdaughter 5 times if she saw what I saw, and she confirmed she did, and it was the freakiest thing she ever saw. That's a ghost. That's called a ghost. It's not called a.
he ran over a ghost.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, I find all Irish people as well, they keep saying to be sure. Anyway.
Be sure to be sure.
Why did the ghost cross the road? It didn't. It got run over by the car.
Uh,
It was tired.
oh,
Right.
it's worse.
How about this one then? So this is a female, 2010s, 51 to 60, in open land, fields, etc. On my own, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. 1 to 2 minutes. Aloof, regular, supernatural experiences. You were undertaking a repetitive task, e.g. picking blackberries. Profound silence before the experience. Unusually vivid memories of the experience. I was pushing my wheelbarrow across the horses' paddock when a movement up at the big trees caught my eye. I turned to see a very tall, ethereal being with wings, dressed in green, leaning against a tree. I could sense him think, what is the human doing today? So I kept my head down and kept walking. His size was alarming. Humanoid, clothed but with wings, and I swear he was filing his nails. Heard his voice telepathically inside my head.
But he doesn't say what he said telepathically.
No,
Through
well, he
his
said,
voice.
what's the human doing today?
My wife's got no sense of feeling from the waist down.
Yeah.
She's an insensitive cunt.
That's
How do you paralyse a woman from the waist down, Ian?
She thinks, oh, how do you? I don't know. How do you do this?
You put a wedding ring on her finger.
Right.
It's funny, you see, because women don't like giving it once they're married because it's like, and then they get fat and then they divorce you. It's funny.
Yeah, that's funny, that.
Yeah.
And then they get a cat. Yeah.
How about this one from
They don't, do
Scotland? How about this one from Scotland? Female, 1940s, 0 to 10, inside a private house on my own. I can't do a I've forgotten how to do a Scottish accent and I don't know why.
Yeah.
That I knew.
I was in my bedroom when a fairy ran across.
Whiskey?
I was in my bedroom when the fairy ran across the chest of drawers in front of the window. I was a small child when this happened, but it is one of my most vivid memories. It was small, wearing a tight-fitting top and long leggings or pants. It had hair on the head, neither long nor short. I just knew it was a fairy. Fairies are nature spirits.
You've heard that one before, though. Let's have a look then. Which one's from Devon? No, let's have a look at this one. So this is Devon, female, 1970s, 11 to 20. In my bedroom, in the window, behind the curtains, 3 fairies in a group. They moved up and down, left to right, were all quite bright, and I could clearly see the outline complete with the wings. I was very upset at the time and was crying a lot, but became aware of the sense of calm and peace that fell upon me. They stayed for quite a while. I spoke to them once only to say thank you with what they and with that they just disappeared. Clearly saw them and just knew that they were fairies. There you go. They're very positive, though, these people. But where did the guy who wrote the fairy register get all these reports from? Is what I want to know.
He puts an advert in. I think they usually push it in the 14, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
A lot of people answered, didn't they, though?
Yeah.
Curious.
How about this one then? So this is from Wales. It's from Swansea. A female third person still in touch with witness.
Where I am live, so I'm coming.
Oh,
to
you might
live
see
from
it
Wales
then.
tonight. I might see it. Let's have a listen.
On or near, so in the 2000s, 41 to 50, on or near water, on a country road, on their own, time not reported, 1 to 2 minutes, mischievous, joyful, almost never or has never had supernatural experiences. Witness was undertaking a repetitive task, e.g. picking blackberries. I don't know why they keep saying that. This woman, my mother knows. My mum, who's a nurse, knows this woman, who says would be the last person to believe in anything paranormal. A few years, this is not punctuated at all. A few years ago...
Why would you want punctuation?
Yeah. Punctuate, psychopath. A few years ago, was walking a dog quite near to a normal valley road, and suddenly looked down, and the green grass turned into a fairy-looking leprechaun type thing, and said to her for a few seconds, "I know you seen me then," and disappeared again. My mother knows the woman and says she's not the type to make this up, especially on a normal dog walk. Looked like a leprechaun and morphed from the green grass and back again.
How odd.
God, these American ones are so fucking verbose.
Oh,
Jesus
they don't.
Christ.
Well, if you look at it, we've got quite an international feel for tonight's programme, because we've got myself broadcasting from Wales,
Yeah.
Madfwaz from Scotland,
Yeah.
And
you
live
Hobbit
from Liechtenstein.
You from Hobbit from Liechtenstein. So
Yeah.
Wait, are you in Liechtenstein?
Yes, I'm from Liechtenstein, didn't you know?
Yeah, did you not know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up. Go.
Take that, Keir Starmer. Liechtenstein report.
Oh, Hobbit. Did you want to do some unexplained mysteries to finish off?
Oh, boy.
Because there's one for you. 88 years on, why are we so obsessed with finding Amelia Earhart? Did you actually talk about her the other day? Because you wanted to talk about her, didn't you?
I do believe we were going to say about Amelia Earhart, weren't we? Because she was like, no, I'm fine. Wouldn't listen to the navigator, and then got lost. So let's see. Amelia.
There you go, I've put it in here for you. I'll put it in here.
I'm just reading it now.
Yeah.
The disappearance.
Shouldn't she be the poster girl for like women not knowing directions? You know.
Well,
anyway, I thought it was blokes. I thought it was blokes that were supposed to not stop enough for directions.
She when the navigator says, "Here's the path," she's like, "No, I'm fine." The disappearance of world-famous Aviator remains one of the most enduring mysteries of our time.
Not really, because Hobbits found the explanation for it.
Yeah. It is. Oh, Natasha Heap's nothing to do with this. So it's been more than 88 years since the world's most most famous female aviator Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noon. Isn't it sad that Hulk Hogan's dead? Just HH in the chaps for Hulk Hogan, everybody. According to the United States government official report of the 16-day search, Earhart and Noonan ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean, short of their objective of Howland Island on the 2nd of July 1937. The disappearance, which is often labelled as mysterious, continues to captivate the world. With no confirmed wreckage found, millions of dollars have been spent on repeated fruitless searches, and sensational claims of a possible discovery make splashy headlines with alarming regularity. Interest in Earhart's case has also been bolstered by the United States President Donald Trump, who, blorp, am I right, in September said he would order his administration to declassify secret government records related to the disappearance. Why is there secret records related to the disappearance?
That's what I was going to say. She's just a chick that got lost in a plane. What needs to be classified about this whole story?
No, it's you don't understand. It's national security for some reason.
Yeah.
Many expeditions for Earhart follow predictable.
Maybe there's an anti-Semitic canard surrounding her disappearance.
What? Reading cat maps is anti-Semitic.
It was just some dame, though, wasn't it? Some dame that got lost.
Yeah.
So
this is what I was saying. It's just some bint refused to listen to a man.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
it's
you see,
just some broad who didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
Well, so the full.
Wait, hold on. Isn't she like famous for being the first woman to do whatever, like fly across the Atlantic or something?
She had one success, didn't she? Was it the first coast to coast or something like that?
He was in the plane. It was a bloke that was driving it, though, wasn't it?
That's what I mean. Like, how is she like the first woman to do whatever if the bloke's driving? Like,
no, the bloke was navigating.
Yeah, and he was pressing the pedals and.
You know, how has Amelia Earhart got a website? Why is there AmeliaEarhart.com?
It's .com.
.com.
Yeah. So what does AmeliaEarhart.com say? Like,
right.
She's
So
famous
records and achievements. Here we go. I found it. She's got the woman's world altitude record, first woman to fly the Atlantic Ocean. Speed records for 100 kilometers.
Not solo though, right? Not solo, right?
No, she was the first woman to cross the Atlantic.
Well, I don't know. We'd get there if you stop talking over me all the time. Speed records for 100 kilometer and with 500-pound cargo. First woman to fly an autogyro. Altitude records for autogyros. First woman to cross the United States in an autogyro. Hobbit, what is an autogyro?
Well, do you remember the autogyro captain in Mad Max 2?
Oh, yeah. That's an autogyro.
That's an autogyro. Yeah, so you see, rather than having fixed wings, the wings spin around. They're not powered, they're wings, but because they spin around, it kind of works. Like, I don't know how it works, but it does.
First woman to fly the Atlantic solo.
Autogyros, how did they work?
Oh, she was the first person to fly the Atlantic twice. That sounds like a made-up record. That sounds like a made-up record to me.
Is that there and back again? Is that what she did? You know, she get to France and they'd be like, "When will you be leaving?" And she's like, "Oh, okay." It's got some petrol and then went on.
First woman to receive the Distinguished Flying Cross. First woman to fly non-stop coast to coast. Woman's speed transcontinental record. That's basically the same thing, isn't it?
What, does it identify as a continent?
Yeah. First person to fly solo between Honolulu, Hawaii. Some of these records are fucking made up, aren't they?
They're just like, oh look, give her a participation trophy. She's flown to Honolulu. That's got to count for something, right?
She's been to Honolulu, Hawaii, and Oakland, California, Hobbit.
From Oakland to the Bay.
Yeah, she's the first person to fly solo from Los Angeles to Mexico City. She's also the first person to fly solo non-stop from Mexico City to Newark, New Jersey. And she's got the speed record for east to west flight from Oakland, California to Honolulu, Hawaii. And she's the first person to fly solo from the Red Sea to Karachi. So there you go, that's what she's done.
Yeah, and then she flew around the world, and she's like, no, I know this Pacific Ocean like the back of my hand. Yeah. And then they got lost, the end.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then apparently there's records about her, but they're national security, so they're classified.
For no reason whatsoever.
She
For
ran
no
out of
reason that
fuel.
anybody can figure out.
Didn't she run out of fuel like Payne Stewart did?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's so secret that we aren't allowed to know about it.
Yeah, it was plebs, yeah.
She must have been a spy or something then, was she?
Probably,
I get a feeling what with her travelling across the world, it's going to be like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's quite obvious that she's a spy, so why don't you just fucking admit it and just let us have a look at the records?
I mean, it's not going to matter now. She's been 80 fucking years, right? Like,
well, she
might
end up in court, Fraser. She might end up in court, Fraser. You can't. Oh no, Hecarino,
she was
you
spying
can't.
on the Soviets in the 1920s. Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, what if she wrote a letter and it's on Easter Islands and it says Jeremy Vine is a bike nonce? That's national security. We can't have that.
She was the first person on the
way,
was she the first person on the Epstein list? Was she? Is that what it is?
But by the way, Jeremy, finally listening, we're saying that Amelia Earhart's calling you a bike nonce. No, none of us here on Fortean Words would call Jeremy Vine a bike nonce. We disavow Jeremy Vine being associated with nonce.
Jeremy Vine is not a bike nonce. Repeat, Jeremy Vine is not a bike nonce.
Jeremy Vine, not a nonce, not a bike.
Yeah.
And I think he'd agree with that himself.
Yeah. And I think these scurrilous rumours about him being romantically attached to Cycling Mikey are just scurrilous.
I mean, nobody can prove that.
Fucking Cycling Mikey.
Oh god! Don't make cycling Mikey is a 14 subject all of his own, isn't he, Hobbit? He's a man who rides a bicycle, but he has no sense of balance whatsoever. He has no balance, no spatial awareness. How he's still alive, I don't know. Cycling Mikey is so fucking annoying that the police said, "Look, Mikey, you're so fucking annoying. We do not want any more of you grassing up motorists because we're fucking bored of it."
He says, "One more false claim, and you'll be arrested for wasting police time."
Yeah. Yeah, the police in London have actually banned him from reporting crimes to them. Did you know that, Hobbit?
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
because he keeps making keeps making scurrilous claims.
Yeah. Oh, that car's on the same road as me. It's broken the highway code.
Hey, that car overtook me. Surely that's against the law.
Yeah. But there are cars on roads all over London. Surely that's illegal.
You're not allowed on the road in Sadiq Khan's London.
Is Cycling Mikey London's Purple Aki?
Let me feel up your bicycle.
Yeah.
Yes.
And obviously, we're not suggesting at all that Cycling Mikey felt up Jeremy Vine's bicycle.
A bicycle? No, we're not saying.
We would never say that. We would never suggest that.
No, perish the thought.
Clive Parker based a story on Cycling Mikey there.
So you done with Amelia Earhart now, or do you want to finish this?
Oh, who cares? News update. Amelia Earhart still dead, still not. Breaking news. Amelia Earhart still doesn't know how to use a fucking map. News at 10.
Hobbit, I have your favourite journalist, TK Randall.
Well, actually, I don't love TK Randall as much as Will Greenlee, but yeah, TK Randall is pretty good, isn't he? He
do be like that, Mr. Stansel.
When is TK Randall going to win a Pulitzer Prize for being like the second best journalist in the world?
They do be like that, Mr. Randall. So the latest candidate for the Darwin Awards decided to swallow a burger in its entirety without chewing it.
Was this Royce?
How do you think this worked out for the young Greek man?
This harkens back to the other time I inhaled an entire fucking burger.
And why did he try to do it?
Royce Miller obviously would just inhale that burger, no issue. But the 20-year-old man who hails from Greece decided to try downing an entire burger without chewing it at all for a laugh. And it goes without saying the stunt didn't go the way he'd hoped. The moment we realised something was wrong was when he was hitting his back against the column, probably trying to spit it out or something. At some point, it was believed that he'd stopped breathing for a full time. So his mates literally stood round, watched him fucking choke to death, and did nothing.
Yeah, they were just like, "Damn, bro. Well, that's what you get for not sharing."
He's banging his back against the post. He must really be trying to get that burger down.
He's going black and blue, and they're just sort of looking at him, just like, "Look at the greedy bastard."
Oh, and how long did it take for him to die then?
I don't know. It doesn't
Well,
say.
I don't think
his mates stood and watched the whole thing. Have you seen this one about
the stopwatch?
X-Peng Iron humanoid robot? So they cut it in half to prove that it was a robot because people didn't believe it was a robot.
Yeah, but the thing is, we watched that video, and what they did was just like, see, it's totally not a human in a skin suit. And then they sort of like, it goes off stage and then it comes back and they open it up. It's like, see, guys, we told you it's completely, it's just, it's real.
And also,
it's really real.
And also, if it was real, then it would have cost a few $100 million to manufacture. So you're not gonna just chop that in half, are you? Do all the damage.
I get a feeling it's like, the research and development costs been happening over the past few decades. So, no, all it was is a woman in a robot suit and doing like woman things like riding a bicycle and filming herself eating alone in a restaurant and crying about it because, women. And
turning on the waterworks.
Yeah, and then they bring in another mannequins, which is different. And the mannequins...
the mannequin, it looked different.
Yeah, you would have thought they could have got David Copperfield in or something if they're going to do this, so it looks good.
David Copperfield.
Do you not remember David Copperfield? He was the homosexual that pretended to be married to Heidi Klum. Like his management company had literally like paid for it to hide the fact that he was a homosexual.
Your name's Klum?
Claudia Schiffer, wasn't it?
Oh, was it Claudia Schiffer? I thought it's... Oh, Heidi Klum was married to Seal, weren't she?
Yeah. But he flew across the Grand Canyon, and it was like, well, that's, just all camera trickery and shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't flying at all. Bollocks.
Hobbit, do you want to do this one about the blue goop that they've found underneath the Mariana Trench?
Could be evidence of the megalodon.
I'll put it in here. The sediment itself is peculiar to say the least. Exhibiting a bright blue colour, this bizarre volcanic goop has pH levels so high that it would cause burns if you happen to touch it with bare skin.
So it's very alkaline. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Acidic.
Well, it says pH level.
No, they're saying the pH is high.
Yeah.
A high pH is basic and low pH is acidic.
Oh, okay then. Despite this, however, scientists have now confirmed that it actually contains living organisms. So there are organisms living in it.
What, in bleach?
Yeah. In this stuff, yeah.
What?
Oh, so it's like Actimel.
It's like Actimel.
Actimel.
Yeah, except you don't really want to drink it because you can't even touch it first.
Danone.
Do the
How long
blue
before
goop.
we get the
TikTok blue goop challenge.
Yogurts. Yeah, that's
TikTok
it.
blue goop challenge.
Why is it every TikTok challenge is like some Ching Chong Chinaman has just gone like, it's the eat bleach and pour salt into your eyes challenge, and then you get people on TikTok do it. It's like, I did the drink bleach and put salt into my eyes challenge, and then I got chemical burns and died.
Yeah.
So, well, what did you expect was going to happen? Clouds?
I did the pouring hydrochloric acid into my eyes challenge, and now I'm blind. TikTok is to blame for this.
Yeah, TikTok, how dare you? I did the thing, and now I'm blind.
Yeah.
Challenge.
What else? Is there anything else you want to do on here?
The same after fiery fish pizza.
What is string theory?
Never able to... So string theory is when Cobra was like pulling like on the cheese, and it's the theory that if you make your like food have that, then all the tards will just like they'll be rubes and they'll go like, "Oh, string pull, it's pretty good." And
you sound like that geezer. Really... You sound like that other guy. What up, YouTube family?
What up, YouTube family? I got some string fairy cheese.
I had a sneaker-doodle. cheese.
No one was sneaker-doodling. That's not going to happen.
It's sneaker-doodles
are not allowed.
Yeah. I've measured the cheese pull.
Sneaker-doodles can...
I can't. I just can't keep up that level of fake enthusiasm that Joey's hungry for something that we won't say on air.
Well, Joey's hungry for the generative
male
essence
company.
Of men.
Should we just say male company?
Well, specifically for the generative essence which male companies can give.
And Joey's very hungry for it.
Or as somebody else used to say, the quintessence.
Yeah. Joe.
Indeed.
This harkens back to the time I took a sneaker-doodle at a truck stop.
Yes, quite. Yeah.
Now we've gone down that cul-de-sac. Any more? It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, come on. Look, I think... I mean, there's a thing saying about the Louvre heist. What can the thieves do with the stolen jewels? The short answer is Sheikh Mohammed bin Salah bin thieving, bin rummaging from the Saudi royal family.
Hobbit, why don't you do this one? Why does the chemtrails conspiracy continue to linger nearly 30 years on? Why is there still a chemtrail conspiracy, Hobbit?
Well, it's like, why do people still complain about graffiti, says man pointing at graffiti on wall. And in answer to the Louvre question, some Saudi prince hired the thieves and said, "Can you nick me a bunch of jewels from the Louvre?" And they did it. And they're just being fucking idiots about it. The entire thing's a setup as well. They got a woman in there who changed all the security on the thing, and she said, "Oh no, let's get rid of these really high secure, auto-safe museum exhibits where if you start tampering with them or if there's an earthquake, it opens up a trapdoor and then the exhibit goes into a safe. No, let's replace it with these really fucking ugly plexiglass things which are easy to smash open." And that's what they did.
But she'd seen plexiglass on a film and it was bulletproof. Plexiglass,
just that's why like tanks and armored vehicles are made out of plexiglass, because it's so fucking bulletproof.
Hobbit, I know you're a swivel-eyed conspiracy theorist loon that looks up and sees trails from planes that stay up there for hours that aren't water vapor. I know you're the kind of swivel-eyed loon that sees that. So Callum Lister Matheson writes, everyone has looked up at the clouds and has seen faces, animals and objects. Human brains...
Never mind when like Dubai had flash flooding, because it's like, oh yeah, we used a bit too much cloud seeding this month. Or never mind when the Spanish meteorological
never mind cloudseeding.gov from the literal government website. Never mind that. Don't believe your lying eyes, Hobbit.
Office are arguing with like the farmers, saying, look, we have to keep the clear skies for the tourism, so that's why we're going to have the 10th year of drought.
Yeah. Human brains are hardwired for this kind of whimsy, Hobbit. You're just whimsy. That's what it is. But some people, perhaps a surprising number, shocking number, I'd say, look into the sky and see government plots and wicked deeds written there.
Is it an anti-Semitic number?
Conspiracy theorists, swivel-eyed, insane, insane crackers, conspiracy theorists.
Far-right Brexity conspiracy theorists
say that contrails, long streaks of condensation left by aircraft, Hobbit, are actually chemtrail. Oh, what kind of person would think that? What kind of person would literally look on a government website and believe this? Clouds of chemical or biological agents dumped on the unsuspecting public for nefarious purposes. Different motives are ascribed, from weather control to mass poisoning. The chemtrails theory has circulated since 1996, when conspiracy theories misinterpreted a US Air Force research paper about weather. See that? They just read that the government were doing weather modification and they believed it.
They read Operation Popeye, where they're going to flood the Viet Cong by doing cloud seeding in Vietnam, and went, well, obviously chemtrails in it.
Yeah. Social media and conservative news outlets have since magnified this. The fucking insane, nuts, swivel-eyed lunatic, insane weirdo theory. One recent study notes that X, formerly Twitter, is a particularly active node of this broad online community of conspiracy. Yes. I'm a communications researcher who studies conspiracy theories. The utterly debunked chemtrail theory provides a textbook.
If it's so debunked, then why do you still go on about it? It says nervous journalist for the 6th time that the month. Says shrill-eyed hag screeching.
I think we might get to the bottom of who's paying for this this obvious gaslighting. Conservative pundit Tucker Carlson, whose podcast averages over 1 million viewers per episode, recently interviewed Dane Wigington. He also interviewed someone else, and I suspect this is really, really what the hit piece is all about. A long-time opponent of what he calls geoengineering. While the interview has been extensively discredited and mocked in other media coverage, it is only one example of the spike in the chemtrail belief. Chemtrail belief, dead, confirmed.
Yep.
It's thoroughly spiked. It's been spiked. It's fucked. It's dead, Hobbit. It's fucking dead.
It's been debunked.
Last seen getting a train into the sky. Although chemtrail belief spans the political spectrum, it's particularly evident in Republican circles. Those fucking swivel-eyed, insane Republican circles that believe some really wacky
if you're
stuff.
a Republican, then you're an idiot, you're low status, and you're not going to be welcome to my intelligentsia party, where we talk about really important issues.
And we huff our own farts in wine glasses.
Yeah, well, that's the way to do it.
Oh, the Double Dragon trilogy's on sale, Hobbit. 79p.
It's all right. Good game for the Steam Deck.
That's quite good. It's just popped up in my mentions. I'm just going to buy that. Hold on one sec. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop the show just so I can buy the Double Dragon trilogy.
This is the bit where Royce Miller harkens back to the time somebody else
talked over
back to
the time.
thing.
Oh, I need to do that. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll have a look later at that. It's come up through my web browser, not through the Steam app.
Well, why would you want it to go through the Steam app?
Yeah.
Well, why would anybody want that sort of thing?
Online influencers with millions of followers have promoted what was once a fringe theory to. Anyway, see our previous episode where we literally read out documents from the government's own website. This bloke is a prat. He's a prat. He's an idiot. He's a buffoon.
Well, it's rather than actually like countering anything we say. It's just like, look, if you believe this stuff which the government submitted, then you're an idiot and you should feel ashamed about yourself.
Yeah.
This is what they're saying. You know, if you were cool like me, you would just immediately discount any of this sort of talk of chemtrails.
Ooh. Have you heard about this one, Fraser? Mysterious animal bones found at site of Edinburgh hillside wildfire.
Nope. It's recent.
Rangers have discovered a cache of unusual animal bones high up on the hillside near Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh. How did this curious pile of bones get here? Rangers has discovered a cache of unusual animal bones high up on the hillside near Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh. When the historic hillside went up in flames back in the summer, something unusual was uncovered, a cache of bones belonging to a range of species, including cattle, horses, sheep, goats and cats. It didn't take long to determine these definitely get here through natural processes. What's more, the bones are thought to date back as far as the 16th century. According to Historic Environmental Scotland, the bones were found within the vicinity of a prehistoric hill fort that once enclosed the nearby summit of Crow Hill and Arthur's Seat. The other thing is, though, if you look at the article, I'll chuck it in. If you look at the article, they're just sat on the top, on the hillside.
Interesting.
Don't bones rot, though?
Well, they...
Takes a long time.
Well, we did that thing about those elephant bones at the top of the museum, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The remains do not seem to have been part of a wider feature and are thought to be post-medieval or modern in date. However, the number and variety of bones... Yeah, but hundreds of years, though, Hobbit.
Well, I mean, yeah, that people find bones that are hundreds of years old. I mean, that's... Remember the
No, but
thing
literally
they
on top of the earth. Because I've put the article in here. Have a look at the picture. It's literally sat on top of the earth after a fire.
Yeah.
Weird.
I've put chicken bones in fires and they stay there until I break them up.
Yeah, okay then. The remains... Oh, sorry, done that. AOC Archaeology, HES's archaeological call-off contractor, carefully removed the remains and are now being analysed by top men. Samples will be submitted for radiocarbon dating, which tells us more about the age of the bones and why they may have been deposited there. The area itself has been settled by humans for over 7,000 years. It's just kind of weird how it's just been overlooked for a couple of 100 years.
Yep. It's weird how this stuff happens, but it does.
Do you remember that time Jesus appeared on the French hillside, Hobbit?
No.
Well, he didn't.
All right.
Just what to tell you. Story goes that for several decades, a woman in Dozol, France, claimed that Jesus had been appearing to her on a local hillside and had communicated a series of messages to her. She maintained that he had appeared to her a total of 49 times since 1970 and had instructed her to construct a large cross measuring 7.38 metres across on the hillside above the town. The Vatican is known to investigate cases such as this via a formal evaluation process to assess in its view whether or not divine intervention has actually occurred. In this particular instance, it seems the officials were not convinced.
Oh well. Never mind, woman. But better luck next time.
Yeah, have another go. What's 3-eye Atlas? You got any 3-eye Atlas?
Oh, it's it's doing stuff. I mean, is it what's it doing? I don't know. It's doing something. That's what we know.
Yeah.
The aliens haven't landed yet, so I guess no news is good news.
Aren't people becoming pissed off about the latest NASA photograph of it?
Yeah, so the high-rise photo, it's not a time exposure. It's so it doesn't really give a good image of it. You need something which
if only there was some sort of satellite they could have moved to get a good picture of it.
Yeah.
Well, if only we had that technology, eh?
Yeah. If only there was one in the area that could have done a fly past. If only, but alas, it wasn't possible. Oh, I just killed the conversation with that one.
Well, like more news later. Really, it's like Amelia Earhart. Breaking news: Amelia Earhart can't read
missing.
a map.
Still missing. Still lost.
Yeah.
And took a poor man with her. I mean that really was the greatest tragedy that what was it? What was that headline on? It was a headline on a paper that Vic Reeves read in one of his programs. It was it a nasty cop kills gentle fool? Nasty Amelia Earhart kills gentle fool. I think it's a bit like that.
Yeah. Well, nasty cop kills. I mean, that's Derek Chauvin, isn't it?
Ooh.
That's it.
Oh, gentle fool. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right, we done? Any more?
I think so.
I know what we're going to do this week. We were going to do the mythical man-eating plants, weren't we? But maybe we can do that next week if you remember.
We forgot.
Oh, what led to the Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that article.
Yeah. Thought that might be interesting. Right, anyway, I'll put a copy of the Fairy Census in the Telegram if anyone wants to read it. And it's good night from me, and stay spooky, and good night from them as well.
Good night. Bye.